Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today we are going to see Game 2 between the Cubs and Cardinals in St. Louis. The Cubs are trailing the Cardinals by 2 games in the National League Central standings. Let's see how today's game is going to play out. The Cardinals are going to send Dakota Hudson to the mound today, making start number 21. He is 4-7 with a 3.52 ERA, 1.24 WHIP. The Cardinals lineup will look pretty similar to yesterday's. Colton Wong, Matt Carpenter, Tyler Goldschmidt, Paul Goldschmidt, Tyler O'Neill. My eyes are getting ahead of me there. Harrison Bader, Tommy Edman in left, Paul DeYoung, Matt Wieters, and Dakota Hudson. The Cubs lineup today will feature the pitching of Chris Archer, who is making start number 22. He is 7-7 with a 2.85 ERA, 1.15 WHIP. The Cubs lineup will include Happ at second today, Santana, Bryant, Ozuna, Contreras, Bradley, Bogarts, Archer, and Hayward. Now, it is 83 degrees, pretty warm day in St. Louis. 9 mile an hour is the wind, blowing in from right. And let's get this game underway. Dakota Hudson is on the mound facing Ian Happ. Cubs trying to overtake the Cardinals for second place in the Central Division, coming in with 53 losses and 48 wins, while the Cardinals come in at 51 wins and 52 losses. The season series is tied at 3. So, let's see what today's game is going to have for us today. Dakota Hudson with an 0-2 count, pitching to Ian Happ, and Happ slaps it into left field, going the opposite way for a leadoff single. Danny Santana now the batter, coming up with runner on first, nobody out. 0-2 pitch to Danny Santana, and he lines that one into the gap in right center field. However, a diving play by the center fielder Bader robs Santana of what was probably an extra base hit. Bader looks like he got knocked in the head pretty hard when he hit the ground. However, he shakes it off and waves the trainer back to the dugout. So Chris Bryant now batting. 1 out, 1 man on. Cubs batting in the top of the first inning. And Bryant hits it on the ground toward third. The throw goes to first. However, Bryant is safe with an infield single. That was a broken bat ground ball. And there was just nothing that Carpenter could really do with it. So the Cubs now have first and second, 1 out, and Marcelo Ozuna is the batter. Ozuna with an 0-2 pitch. Swings and misses for strike 3 at the cutter. Ozuna heads back to the dugout, bringing up Wilson Contreras with 2 outs, 2 men on. Cubs trying to take an early lead here in St. Louis. And here's the first pitch to Wilson Contreras. Popped up left center field. It looks playable but deep, and it is caught a couple steps shy of the warning track for out number 3. So the Cubs threaten but do not score. They strand 2. We are going to the bottom of the first of a 0-0 ball game. Colton Wong is going to face Chris Archer to lead off for the Cardinals in the bottom of the first inning. Here's a full count pitch from Chris Archer. Looking for the sign. And here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Archer has strikeout number 1. That was the fastball at 94. And now Matt Carpenter is the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 pitch from Archer. Here it comes. Grounded to first. Santana has it. Throws to Archer covering the base. And that is out number 2. Goldschmidt now the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. 1-2 count to Goldschmidt. And that's a liner over the first baseman's head into right field. That's going to be a little Texas League single for Paul Goldschmidt. He found the perfect spot to dump that ball off. And now Tyler O'Neill is coming up with 2 outs and 1 man on. Full count pitch to Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a miss for strike 3. He got the chat fastball and he could not catch up with it. So we go to the top of the second inning. It is still 0-0. Jackie Bradley's going to lead off for the Cubs. 1 ball count to Bradley. And Bradley lines that one into right center field. That is going to drop in for a leadoff single for Jackie Bradley. Xander Bogaerts now the batter. Nobody out, runner on first. Bogaerts waiting for the 2-2 pitch, and Bogaerts lines that one. He finds the perfect spot out in short center field where nobody can get to it. And the Cubs have back-to-back singles to lead off the second inning. Chris Archer now batting. Archer, 4 for 38 on the season. Likely looking to lay down the sacrifice right here. Here's the first pitch to Archer. Oh, and he lines that one, but right at the shortstop. The throw goes to second and the relay to first, and that is a ground ball double play. So Archer, instead of laying down the sacrifice, grounds into the double play. There are now 2 outs, a runner on third, and Jason Hayward is the batter. Hayward coming through in some 2-out situations for the Cubs this year, looking to do it again. Hayward waiting for the full count pitch from Hudson. And there's a ground ball to second. The throw goes to first, and Hayward is retired for out number 3. So the Cubs get another base runner, but they do not score. We go to the bottom of the second, 0-0 in St. Louis. Harrison Bader coming up for the Cardinals, facing Archer with a 1-2 count. Bader waiting for the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the slider from Archer. Strikeout number 3 on the day. And now Tommy Edman is the batter. 1-ball count, Archer coming set. Here's the pitch. Popped up on the infield. Bryant coming over. Bogaerts calling him off. And that is going to be put away for out number 2. DeYoung now the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. 0-2 count to Paul DeYoung. And a swing and a miss on the curve for strike 3. That is strikeout number 4 for Chris Archer. Cardinals are retired in order. We go to the top of the third of a 0-0 game. Ian Happ batting for the Cubs. Top of the third inning. 2-0 count to Ian Happ. And that's a liner. That'll be, however, fielded by the second baseman and thrown to first from short right field to get Happ out for number 1. Santana now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 count to Danny Santana. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Santana is sent packing on the cutter. Chris Bryant now batting. 2 outs, nobody on. 0-0 game in the top of the third. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Chris Bryant. And Bryant swings and misses at the sinker for strike 3. Bryant chased one outside the zone there. We go to the bottom of the third. It is 0-0. Matt Wieters leading off for the Cardinals in the bottom of the third. Archer working with a full count pitch. Here it comes. That is low. It is ball 4, and Wieters accepts the walk heading down to first base. Dakota Hudson now batting. Runner on first, nobody out. 1-ball count to Dakota Hudson, and there's a grounder to third. Bryant throws to first, and Hudson beats it out. That throw feels like it took about 5 years to get over to first base. But Hudson seems to be in pain, and he has to come out of the ball game. It looks like he may have injured his foot or ankle running down toward first. So the pinch runner is going to be Brad Miller, and Colton Wong is now the batter. So the Cardinals have first and second, nobody out on the infield single. I don't know who the Cardinals are warming up. I wonder if we can see the St. Louis bullpen. We cannot. Well, Colton Wong batting, nobody out, first and second. Archer trying to work out of a bit of a jam here in the third. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Colton Wong. And that is ball 4 high. Archer misses with the fastball. So the bases are loaded with nobody out, and Matt Carpenter is the next batter with Goldschmidt on deck. Carpenter waiting for the 2-2 pitch. Grounder to second. That's kicked by Happ at second base. No outs are recorded as Happ is charged with an error. The run scores. I think Happ took his eye off the ball trying to judge the double play possibility. And so the run scores. It's an error. The bases are still loaded. There is still nobody out. And Paul Goldschmidt is the next batter for the Cardinals. Archer pitching with a 1-2 count. And he strikes out Goldschmidt looking. That is huge. Strikeout number 5 on the day for Chris Archer. And now Tyler O'Neill is the next batter. 1 out, bases loaded. 2-1 count to O'Neill. And that's a liner over the third baseman into left field. One run is in. Another run is coming home. The throw comes home. And he is safe at home. So the Cardinals now have a 3-0 lead on the 2-run Tyler O'Neill RBI single. Harrison Bader now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. I'm curious if they're going to consider those unearned runs or not, because the Cubs could have been out of the inning between the double play that didn't happen and the strikeout of Goldschmidt. Anyway, Bader comes up with 1 out, runners on first and second, and a full count pitch. And swing and a miss for strike 3, so he's sent back to the dugout on a fastball at 95. Tommy Edman now the batter. 2 outs, 2 men on. Archer trying to get out of the third inning. Full count pitch. And that is strike 3 called. Archer records strikeout number 6. The Cardinals score 3 runs on 2 hits, as the Cubs also commit an error. We go to the top of the 4th. It is 3-0 St. Louis. The Cardinals are going to bring in Genesis Cabrera as their new relief pitcher. He has thrown an inning and a third, 2 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts for an ERA of 20 1/4. My guess is that he's going to bring that ERA down at least a little bit in this at-bat, or this outing. He's going to face Ozuna, Contreras and Bradley in the top of the 4th inning. Here's a full count pitch from Cabrera. That is low and in for ball 4, so the leadoff walk is issued. Ozuna heads down to first, and Contreras is the next batter. First pitch to Contreras, and Contreras lines that one into left center field. That's going to find a gap. It's going to drop in for a base hit. So the Cubs have first and second, nobody out. And Jackie Bradley coming up. Cabrera working to Bradley in the top of the 4th inning. Full count pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So he got him with the fastball at 101 right there. I guess that's why Cabrera is brought in. He really can throw some gas. Bogart's now the batter. 1 out, first and second. Cubs trying to break through in this game where they have not scored yet so far, despite multiple opportunities. 2-2 pitch to Bogarts. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him on the changeup at 82. When you got 20-mile-an-hour difference between your fastball and your changeup, that is a tough adjustment for the batter to have to make. Now Chris Archer is batting. 2 outs, 2 men on. Archer coming up, trying to assist his own cause here. Here's an 0-2 pitch to Chris Archer. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Cabrera gets 3 straight strikeouts after the leadoff singles, and the Cardinals are still ahead 3-0. Bottom of the 4th inning, Archer working to DeYoung. He's already thrown 70 pitches. I feel like he's been in a full count with about every other batter in this game. Archer with a 2-1 count to DeYoung. Here's the pitch. That is popped up to center. It's going to be playable, and Bradley makes the catch for out number 1. Matt Wieters now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 1 ball count to Matt Wieters. Here's the pitch. Grounder to second. Happ has it, throws to first, and that is out number 2. As Drupal Cabrera comes up, 2 outs, nobody on. Genesis Cabrera. As Drupal Cabrera is on the Cubs, this is the Cardinals' Genesis Cabrera, the pitcher batting for himself here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 0-2 count, Archer with the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Cabrera chased one outside the zone. The Cardinals are set down in order. We go to the top of the 5th, 3-0 Cardinals. So the Cubs need to break through here against Genesis Cabrera. They had 2 men on, nobody out, and couldn't score last inning. They've had multiple opportunities to score. Maybe Hayward can kick something off here and get the Cubs going. So 2 ball count to Hayward, and he grounds one up the middle. The shortstop has it, throws to first. He was playing behind second base on the shift. And that is a ground out for Hayward to lead off the 5th. Ian Happ coming up, 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 count to Ian Happ. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Happ waves and misses at the fastball. Danny Santana now the batter, 2 outs, nobody on. 2-2 count to Danny Santana. Here it comes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That is 5 strikeouts on the day as the Cardinals set down the Cubs in order in the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is 3-0 St. Louis. Archer facing Colton Wong to lead off the bottom of the 5th. Here's a 1-1 pitch from Archer. And he hits him. Wong heads down to first. And Carpenter now is the batter with nobody out, runner on first base. 2-0 count from Archer. There's the bunt. Archer has it. The throw goes to first, and that is going to be a bunt single. Archer cannot get to that ball quickly enough, and Bryant was playing back at third. I guess a well-placed bunt by Matt Carpenter to get the infield single. So now Goldschmidt is the batter. Nobody out, first and second for the Cardinals. And here's the first pitch. That is low and inside, and rain is starting to fall. It's coming down pretty hard. It's raining, it's raining, it's raining, it's raining, it's raining. And finally, mercifully, the rain has stopped. I was concerned for a little bit there they were just going to call this game. But after a 34-minute rain delay, Chris Archer is coming back out to work. The tarps are removed, the infield is dried out, and Archer working to Goldschmidt in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's a 1-2 count to Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Goldschmidt heads back to the dugout. Strikeout number 9 on the day for Chris Archer. And now, Pedro Strop is the new Cub pitcher. Strop comes in the bottom of the 5th inning with first and second, 1 out. Tyler O'Neill is the batter. 1-2 count to Tyler O'Neill. And Strop coming set. Here's the pitch. That is hit hard to left center field. That is going to clear the wall, clear the bullpen, and that is going to be a 3-run homer. 6-0 now, Cardinals over the Cubs. We do not have an official distance on that one, but that was a very long home run. Number 10 on the season for Tyler O'Neill. And now Harrison Bader is the next batter. 1 out, nobody on. 1 strike count to Harrison Bader. Here's the pitch. Grounder to third. Bryant dives, but he cannot get it. It gets down the third base line. Going for second is Tyler O'Neill. He's going to slide in with a double. Harrison Bader slides into second with a double. And now the Cardinals have a runner on scoring position. 1 out, and Tommy Edman is the batter. 1 ball count to Edman. Strop working. That's lined into center field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Another extra base hit. Strop is getting hit hard here in the 5th inning. Another run scores. It is now 7-0 St. Louis. As Jackie Bradley gets the ball back into second, Edman slides in with another double. 7-0 Cardinals. DeYoung is the next batter. 1-1 count. Popped up. This one will give plenty of time for Bradley to get under it. He makes the catch for out number 2. Wieters now the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. Matt Wieters stepping up with a full count pitch from Strop. Inside for ball 4. Wieters draws the walk. And that is going to bring up the next batter, which is going to be Matt Kemp, pinch hitting for the pitcher. 2 outs, 2 men on. Strop working with a 1-2 count to Kemp. And that's a swing and a miss for strike 3. He sets down Kemp with the strikeout. However, the Cardinals score 4 times. It is now 7-0 in favor of St. Louis. Top of the 6th inning. New pitcher is going to be Jacob Patterson for the Cardinals. He's thrown 8 innings this year, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 12 strikeouts, and a .338 ERA. Patterson will face Bryant, Ozuna, and Contreras in the top of the 6th inning. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Bryant. And that is hit hard to straightaway center field. Bryant got all of that one. That is going to be a home run, and the Cubs are on the board in the top of the 6th inning. 435 feet, and the Cubs have cut into the Cardinal lead. It is now 7-1. Ozuna is the next batter. Top of the 6th inning. 1 run already in. Here's a 2-0 pitch to Marcell Ozuna. And that's hit hard to left field. That might be back-to-back. And it is gone! Ozuna with back-to-back home runs. 392 feet to straightaway left field, and the Cubs are only down 7-2. Contreras now coming up. Still nobody out. Top of the 6th inning. 2 runs already in. 1 ball count to Wilson Contreras. Here's the pitch. Grounder to third. Third baseman has it. Throws to first, and that is going to be out number 1. Jackie Bradley is the next batter. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 count to Jackie Bradley. Here's the pitch. That is hit hard to right center field. That might be. It is caught. Oh, a running catch on the warning track as Bader pulls it in with an excellent defensive play. Oh, I thought that looked good coming off the bat, but Bader was able to extend and just get there for the second out of the inning. Xander Bogaerts now is the batter. 1 strike count. Bogaerts waiting for the pitch. And that's a grounder to third. The throw goes to first, and Bogaerts is retired for out number 3. So the inning is over. The Cubs score twice. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is 7-2 St. Louis. Strop, continuing to pitch for the Cubs, is going to come to face Colton Wong in the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm really not sure what we're trying to prove here by running Strop out again, because I think the entire bullpen is pretty much rested. Yeah. Well, Strop is going to face Wong with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. He got Wong to chase one outside the zone. That's strikeout number 2 for Strop. And here's Carpenter. With a 1-2 count, Strop facing Carpenter with the pitch. And that one's lined into center field. It's going to be another base hit. That'll be a single. And there will be runner on first is Carpenter. Goldschmidt coming up. And now there's a relief pitcher. Casey Sadler's coming in to pitch for the Cubs. 43 innings on the year. 8 walks, 25 strikeouts, and a 2.72 ERA. Sadler will face Goldschmidt with 1 out, 1 man on. 2-2 count to Goldschmidt. That's a liner up the middle. Just about took Sadler's head off. The throw goes to third as Bradley is trying to throw out the runner advancing. But the throw is late. Carpenter slides in safely. Goldschmidt has a 1 out double. The Cardinals now have second and third and 1 out, and Tyler O'Neill is the next batter. 0-2 count from Sadler. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him with the fastball at 92. And that'll bring up Harrison Bader. Excellent defensive play in the top half of the inning to rob a base hit. Bader now coming up with 2 outs, 2 men in scoring position. Here's the first pitch. And he lines one into left field. That's going to drop in front of Ozuna. One run is in. The second run comes home. The throw comes home. And he is safe at home. Slides under the tag by Contreras. So it is now 9-2 St. Louis. Tommy Edman is the next batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. That was a 2-run RBI single by Harrison Bader. Edman with an 0-2 count from Sadler. There's a grounder toward first. Picked up and thrown as Sadler covers the base for out number 3. So, the Cardinals score twice again. They have reestablished the 7-run lead going into the top of the 7th inning. As Drupal Cabrera is now going to pinch hit for the Cubs. He's going to pinch hit in the pitcher's spot in the top of the 7th inning, leading off against Jacob Patterson, who allowed the 2 home runs in the top of the 6th. 2-2 count. Cabrera waiting for the pitch. Liner into right field. That's over the second baseman's head, and that'll be a leadoff single for Asdrubal Cabrera. Nico Hoerner now pinch hitting for the Cubs, standing in from the right side against the lefty Patterson. He is pinch hitting actually for Hayward in this situation. So let's see if Hoerner can get on base. 1 ball count to Nico Hoerner, and he lines that one up the middle, but that's going to be a ground ball double play. 4-6-3, and that is going to be 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning for the Cubs with nobody on. So the base runner is erased, and now Ian Happ is stepping up to the plate. 1 ball count to Ian Happ, and here's the pitch. Popped up to left, deep but playable down the line. and that is caught for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is still 9-2 St. Louis. DeYoung is going to face Sammy T in the bottom of the 7th inning. He is coming in to try to protect the 7-run deficit facing the 7, 8, and 9 batters in the Cardinal lineup. Sammy T coming in to pitch, 0-2 with a 5.18 ERA. Here is the pitch. Grounder to second. Happ has it, throws to first, and that is out number 1. Horner has it. So Horner stays in to play second, and Happ actually goes out to right field. And Sammy T is going to be the number 8 hitter in the Cub lineup. So Wieters now is the batter. 1-1 count to Wieters. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Foul territory. Bryant has it down the third base line and makes the catch for out number 2. Patterson, the pitcher, now going to bat for himself with 2 outs, nobody on. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Sammy T, and that is popped up right center field, going back, and looks like he has it lined up for the catch. Bradley makes the play for out number 3. Top of the 8th inning now. It is 9-2 Cardinals. Danny Santana is going to lead off for the Cubs in the top of the 8th. Cubs down by 7. Santana waiting for the 0-2 pitch. And that is strike 3 called from Patterson. He strikes out Santana, bringing up Chris Bryant. Bryant hit his 15th home run of the season earlier in this game. Waiting for the first pitch. And he lines that one down the left field line. That's going to be extra bases for Chris Bryant. He rounds first, heading for second. He slides into second with a 1-out double. And Chris Bryant is 3 for 4 today. As we wait for the ball to come back into the infield. And now, John Gant is going to pitch for the Cardinals. He's coming in with 45 innings thrown, 16 walks, 45 strikeouts, and an ERA of 4. We just saw him in yesterday's game. Ozuna batting for the Cubs with 1 out, 1 man on. Here's a 1-2 count to Ozuna. Gant coming set, looking for the sign. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Threw the fastball right by him at 96. Wilson Contreras now the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. Cubs trying to chip away at this 7-run Cardinal lead. Here's the first pitch to Contreras, and he hits a bomb left center field. And that is out of here. Contreras with the 2-run home run, and this game is now 9-4. 414 feet out to left center field. Nice piece of hitting right there by Wilson Contreras. So the Cubs are saying we're not done yet. Scoring 2 here in the top of the 8th, continuing to try to cut into this Cardinal lead. Jackie Bradley now the batter with 2 outs, nobody on, 0-2 pitch. And Bradley swings and misses at the fastball at 97. 2 strikeouts for Gant, sandwiching the home run by Contreras. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It is 9-4 St. Louis. Sammy T continuing to pitch for the Cubs. Bottom of the 8th inning. He's actually due up second in the next half of the Cub, the Cub 9th actually. He's working with a 1-1 count. There's a ground ball to third. Bryant scoops it up, throws to first for out number 1. Bringing up Matt Carpenter now with 1 out, nobody on. 2-1 count from Sammy T. And that is hit high, right field. Happ going back on the warning track, and he makes the play for out number 2. Deep fly ball, but he is retired, and that brings up Goldschmidt now with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-1 count to Goldschmidt. Liner down the right field line. That one's going to drop in for a base hit. Happ cuts it off before it gets to the corner. The throw goes into second, and Goldschmidt has a single. Tyler O'Neill now batting. 2 outs, 1 man on. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him with a big curveball right there. So the Cardinals have a 9-4 lead going into the top of the 9th inning. Cubs are going to send up Bogarts, the pitcher's spot, and Nico Horner against the Cardinals' John Gant, in the top of the 9th. I think this is the second series in a row that I've done that. Now, Bogarts with a 2-2 count waiting for the pitch. Strike 3 called. Bogarts heads back to the dugout. That was a fastball at 96. Strikeout number 3 for Gant. And Tauschman is the next batter. He's going to pinch hit from the left side against the righty Gant in the pitcher's spot. Tauschman waiting for the 3-1 pitch. Here it comes. Outside for ball 4. So that is a 1-out walk to Mike Tauschman, bringing up Nico Horner. Horner coming up. 1 out, 1 man on. Tauschman standing on the first and 2-2 count. And Nico Horner strikes out looking at a fastball on the outside part of the plate. Horner is not happy with the umpire, but nothing he can do about it now. And Junior Fernandez is going to be the new Cardinal pitching. So Junior Fernandez comes in. He's thrown 19 innings on the season, 16 walks to 17 strikeouts, and a 5.68 ERA. They're going to turn around Happ, bat him from the left side against the righty Fernandez, as Tauschman is still standing on first. Here's a 2-2 count. Happ waiting for the pitch. And that's a liner to right center field. That's going all the way to the wall. Happ rounding first, heading for second. He has extra bases. The runner rounding third, but he stops. So the Cubs have second and third and 2 outs, as off the double from the bat of Ian Happ. And Danny Santana now is the batter. Santana coming up. Cubs trying to cut into this Cardinal lead in the top of the 9th inning with only 1 out remaining in the game. Here's a full count pitch to Danny Santana. And that is popped up on the infield. That'll probably do it. The third baseman looks up, and he has it for out number 3. Carpenter puts it away. The Cardinals get 9 runs and 11 hits with no errors. The Cubs get 4 runs on 11 hits with 1 error. The player of today's game is Tyler O'Neill of the Cardinals. He went 2 for 5 with 5 RBIs and a run scored, hitting home run number 10 off of Pedro Strop. That really was the difference in the game. The Cubs starter, Archer, throws 4 1/3 of 4-hit, 5-run baseball, all earned, although I don't know about that. It seems to me like one of those runs should have been unearned at least. 2 walks to 9 strikeouts, as Archer drops his record to 7-8. The Cardinals, Cabrera gets the win. He goes to 1-0. He threw 2 innings of relief after Hudson was pulled when he got injured running the bases. Do we have an update on Hudson? He is day-to-day with a bruised ankle. All right. Well, the Cubs dropped to 48-54, while the Cardinals improved to 52-52 and reestablish a 3-game lead over the Cubs. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.